Everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a first place Snake Eyes deck profile at our locals. Went undefeated, and yeah, he's going to do his prize pack, and then we'll get into a deck profile real quick. Unfortunately, we have two Cyberstorm access, Dimension Force, and OTS packs.
Well, but for anything, that's not bad. Up.
It's an Ultra, at least. I mean, Ultras aren't really worth anything anymore, but
Yeah, card's like $1.
but like back in the day, that would have been hype.
It's a super
Build the deck, dude.
gross. Dreaming
Dreaming.
Nemoralia?
Yeah, but it's that one deck that Ricky's brother used to play. Super? Yeah.
Arrival.
Nice, super.
I think we're gonna get all supers and ultras, brother.
Three more packs. This is the last core set. Starlight. Oh, hey. Beyond the Pendulum. Not bad.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. Our secret.
Alright, on to the OTS packs.
You know they're gonna be super. Hey, look,
Ooh,
Nyland.
Viking Island. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, it's not actually bad. I did want one. Alright, let's see the second super.
Diviner.
Oh! Let's go!
Isn't that the third one you needed?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good go.
Alright, we'll go and get to the deck profile really quickly.
Alright, start things off. I play 3 nibs in the main.
How often do you side those out?
Only against Tenpai, really.
Yeah.
It's the only deck it does absolutely nothing against. When I'm going against like Dark World or Voiceless is another deck I side this out of because it's pretty much
Because, yeah, you can
useless.
get negate at 4 summons, so.
Yeah. So I don't really run Nibiru against that, so I'll side out against Voiceless, but against Tenpai, Branded, Yubel, anything like that, Pendulums, this card is your best friend.
Okay.
Especially against Pendulums. And no, not Tenpai, but Pendulums are great. Then 3, Diabelistar, I think that's pretty standard for this deck. It searches your wanted, it'll search your original if you need it, whichever one you need at the time.
How often does that get stopped, though?
Pretty
Pretty
frequently, actually. A lot of people don't want you getting that original. Another 3 of, and that's the 3. Snake Eye Ash. It's your main starter. Searches your Poplar. Oh, never search Oak with it. I always search Poplar. I think that's what everybody does.
Any times where you, like, opened up Oak in your hand?
And actually, only once.
Okay.
Of all the time I play, usually open up multiple Flambers.
Nice.
Wild. I guess this one will be different. I played 3 Ghost Ogre. I feel like with a lot of the continuous and field spells going around, like the Yubel and Tenpai, this is way better than Mourner. At least in my opinion. I did get hit with the Mourner today, but it didn't really impact the game all that much because I had D-Barrier face down for Tenpai. Okay. But this gets rid of those problem cards, so like the Nightmare Pain, the Nightmare Throne, the Tenpai field spell, so it helps a lot.
See it.
Next I play 3, Ash, Blossom, and Joy Spring. I think pretty standard, pretty self-explanatory. Stop any kind of searching once per turn, that's really good. Next I played 3 copies of Effect Failure. I like this card but hate this card at the same time. I side it out a lot. We'll just bleep that out, but it's absolutely useless against Ritual Beast because they have to go to the graveyard. 90% of the time, you will be de-shifted.
Yeah.
And that happens with this card too. Unfortunately, this card has to go to the graveyard.
Okay.
So that kind of sucks. I think that's it for the 3 ofs. Next I play 2 Flambers. Again, pretty standard. I hate this card at more than 2. I feel like even if it gets hit to 1, it wouldn't be that. And I did it again. We'll have to bleep that out too. 2 Poplar. Again, you don't need more than 2. It's a brick. You don't really want to open up at this first turn. This is usually the way you get to your field spell, and your field spell is pretty important for the combo. I did open up with this today, and it sucked. I had to use it to search out my original.
Dang.
And I didn't have my field spell, so I couldn't go into Hope Harbinger or any of the other stuff I have in max deck for those kind of plays. And then the 1-ofs, I played the 1 Diabelistar.
You think that's going to move up in terms of how many you run, or is it just always going to be at 1?
No, this is always 1-off. It's a brick.
Even if the deck gets some hits?
Maybe if it gets hits, but it's a brick. Unless
Okay.
you have Diabellstar or a way to get it out of your hand,
Mm-hmm.
the field spell Diabellstar, it's just it's gonna sit there. There's no way you can get it out unless you normal summon it.
Okay.
Then the one copy of Oak, which I used to play Birch, but this guy's great. So if you
Yeah.
get your Ash banished, obviously you can special him, bring back your Ash from the banished pile, or even your Poplar. Or if you were running the Synchro build, you could bring back out your Jet Synchro.
Okay.
And then into the spells, I play 3 Bonfire. Pretty standard.
Yeah.
Switches your Ash, or you use it, most of the time I use it as bait to get Ash Blossom out of the way.
Okay.
Most of the time people will hit this with Ash. It won't go through. But activating it, if I have Ash in my hand already, I'll just search the Poplar. Never want to search the Oak with it, but I guess you can search multiple Ashes. And then I run 3 copies of Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils. Gets you your Diabellstar. You can even search Snake Eyes Diabellstar if you wanted to, because it says you can add a Diabellstar monster. But
Okay.
that's not good. You never want to search that. Then you banish it from the graveyard, place 1 at the bottom, draw 1. So it just gives you resupply. And I played 3 Crossout Designators because hand traps.
That bricked at all?
Actually, no. I haven't bricked with these this week or today. But usually I just, in there for the Veiler, the Ash, the
So,
Ogre.
Fun fact,
And
this
Meteor.
guy is probably the only person in history to cross out a Monster Reborn. He used to play it, and it was amazing.
Monster Reborn's my favorite card. And then we'll play the one-ofs, Called By, Original, and the Field Spell. Oh, yeah. And
Temple.
1 for 1. So the Temple, it's great for
You
getting-
think Temple will go up and when the deck gets hits?
Probably not. It's already going down.
Okay.
Plus, you only play one of, so even if it gets hit down to like 1, either
Yeah.
one of these, you only play 1 of each anyways.
Okay.
That's mainly to get your Diabellstar out of the deck because
Yeah.
you do not want to draw. You put her straight in the back right away, and then 1 for 1 in case you get that gets ashed or something happens.
Yeah.
Where
You need to
yeah.
extend.
This is the other card that works great because if you do have this brick of a card in your hand,
Yeah,
can
you just
send
ditch
that
it,
for
yeah.
that, And
Cool.
same with Flambers, so it just gives you way out of all the bricks.
And that's not for cost, is it?
We do have to send for
Oh,
cost.
okay, okay.
1 for 1 is cost. And then the 3 traps. 3 Infinite Impermanence.
Yeah.
I mean,
You need it.
yeah, it's just a standard card for right now, especially with all the hand traps. Play 15 hand traps and 3 crossouts for those reasons. Now, before going into this tournament, I changed out a card, and it was actually this card. I put this card in and took out the Nightmare Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to Nightmare Phoenix a lot. I had a game against a Chimera, and I couldn't get over a Chaos Angel. So
Yeah.
those situations like that is where this would come in handy. And I feel like this is a lot more handy than a Nightmare Phoenix right now. So I tossed that in over that. Outside of this, it's pretty standard. 1 Summon Great Raging Phoenix, 1 Zelantis, 1 Access Code, and 1 Apollosa for the 4s. I never go into her, and these are the 3 I use the most.
Okay.
I never go into Apollosa. She's just there most of the time. The 2 Link 3s I run are Promethean and Celine. Celine gets you into him and her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most of the time I go for this, but if you are in a position where you need to put up some negates,
Yeah.
you can go for Apollosa. I wouldn't recommend it. It's because it's not really a great end board. It just gets impermed and that's it.
Yeah.
I play 1 Dark and 1 Hita. Dark decks, fire. I thought about throwing in the light one, but I would have to
Use like
use
Veiler or
this
something.
or
Yeah.
the Veilers. Yeah, and there's only those 4 lights in the deck, really. I guess unless I use one of my other extra deck monsters, it's just not worth it. And then 1 SP Little Knight and 1 IP Masquerena. The great combo. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
You set up Flambers puts it in the back. Next turn you go into this, and then you link this, and it's more interruption.
Yeah.
This did get hit with a Magnum today, so that was pretty interesting. And then the 1 Link 1, and that is Relinquished Anima. I went into this today twice too, and it actually got me the game against Dark Worlds. I took his Graphofusion.
Oh, nice.
He put it in the column, so that was pretty cool. And that'll be it for the links. The last 3 cards I run are just Exceeds. I play 1 Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis, 1 number 38, and 1 Kiki Nagashi Fuko. This is just for the Tenpai matchup. I never go into it. I was actually thinking about dropping this for a different card. another Link or maybe a better Exceed. I go into these two. I have never went into this one time,
Yeah.
but it's only good for Tempai. It's just unaffected by the cards. You take no battle damage for the turn.
Any other tips or anything like that?
Tempai is rough against this deck because it has multiple board breakers, so you can set up with a bunch of your Imperm and some other stuff, and you get with a Lightning Storm or a Harpy's Feather. I don't like the matchup of Tempai. I got told it's easy, but I always get my ass kicked.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you for the deck profile. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.